Episode 63. In today's episode, we will be introducing a name for the complex design of planet Earth. Cryptography. Planet Earth uses an image technology that can only be explained through cryptography. So, it is only fitting we named this complex design called Earth. Cryptography. We have decided to confront the science community and the legal community to go on the record as the greatest discovery in the history of planet Earth. Me and my team has actually figured out this complex design, the planet we all were born inside. This great feat took many decades, hundreds of experiments, trial and error, over and over again. Most of the time was spent in the field, conducting observations. To conduct a proper investigation inside planet Earth, you will have to pick one thing at a time in the natural design of everything, then spend at least a year on that particular investigation. We as a nation has overlooked the obvious. Planet Earth from one end to the other is information, or as the science community may say, data. We began our investigation before the computers became public. We actually used geographic magazines. We began a study to compare what was in photographs against the planet itself. Geographic magazines, well, at the time seemed to be a good start. When one makes a new discovery, it is made by providing observational evidence and to develop an initial understanding of said discovery within the field of particle physics, a sigma level of certainty. In this short brief, we have provided 14 examples of what is actually occurring inside planet Earth. Planet Earth uses colors, then injects the information inside the colors using thin black lines. The thin black lines is what separates all the many different shades of colors. Planet Earth stores information. The planet creates images of people, like billions. Then the planet will attach all the images of people together, with no empty space. Everything is continuous. This is why the data was always here, but overlooked. Planet Earth stores the information dimensionally. It is actually images of people like you and me, sewn into the actual design of the planet. This is why planet Earth uses many different shades of colors. The colors separate the images of people. Planet Earth uses an image technology in which the human mind is not familiar with. The planet creates information, so if you invert it, it will still be information, but different. The design of planet Earth is made up of trillions of numbers and letters. Then it creates images of people by using numbers and letters. The only way you can have images of people sewn into a planet's design. The planet will have to be a highly advanced technology. When a planet is a perfect design and created, the science community will have to study the planet as if it was built. This is where we made our first mistake. Me and my team are claiming the right to give the design of planet Earth a name. And that name is called cryptography. A planet that was built. A perfect design. Everything you see inside planet Earth is dimensional knowledge. We do not have the time to write down how the design of Earth creates all the information at this time. So I will just throw this one thing at you. The trees inside your planet are dimensional knowledge. First, you have to know how to observe the trees. Since this was never taught. Well, this is why you do not know. Everything is opposite of what you think. The science community will have to erase everything they think they know and start over. We are claiming the right to give the actual design of planet Earth a name. Cryptography. Information hiding in plain sight. Last, we have provided 14 examples in this short brief. We actually have 30,000. Last, I will say, the planet uses a type of image technology in which it is designed to confuse the human mind. It works like this. The planet will create images of people, then sew the images into a tree trunk. This is why you have colors on the tree trunk. Now you can extract this data. Then, any way you rotate this data, it will be different data. But it will be data. Just the floor of planet Earth conceals enough data into it. Well, you would need a thumb drive as large as the moon. Just to download it, the information humanity is looking for is sewn into the floor of the planet, dimensionally on angles. To extract the data, you are going to need advanced dimensional image technology. You see, the floor of the planet stores the information dimensionally. Data behind data behind data. We began a forensic investigation into the design of planet Earth many decades ago, since we have actually figured out the design of the planet. Then decided to give the design a name. Officially in this year 2024, we have decided to end our investigation. We will now focus our attention on other discoveries. The science community will have a difficult time trying to figure out the actual design of everything. The problem is they are born inside what they are trying to figure out. They are inside what they seek. Hello, and how are you doing today? My name is Ava. I will be your host that will explain this incredible image of the blue marble planet, called Earth. This image was captured by Voyager in the late 60s. The colors are remarkable. A moment in time. So what are we actually observing in this image? Are we observing some type of information? Or are we to believe it means absolutely nothing? Let's dig into this image. At first glance, our minds go directly to all the colors. This is human nature, since our teachers taught us. It means nothing. It is just our planet. A great scientist lived by a rule. His name was Einstein. His rule was if you are looking at a tree and you are told it is a tree, it may not be a tree. Investigate first, then come to a conclusion. What you are actually observing is information, data. Your planet uses colors to create images of whatever story it decides to show humanity at the time they are living. You see, we are created and are born inside a creation. So let's dig in. At the bottom of this image, you will see a person with black hair dressed in blue. What makes this image stand out is that this person has black X across his face. I have marked the X with a red arrow. Now next to this man with the X across his face, to the left of him outlined in red, appears to be some sort of serpent. This animal is also blue. It appears and looks to be a serpent facing towards the man in blue. Now we have to use our common sense. If it looks like a duck, then it must be. The entire image of Earth is nothing but information. This is dimensional knowledge. This means you have colors above and below the planet. This planet is so perfect, everything connects to create information. We are inside a technology that I am afraid you are going to need advanced image technology to even comprehend the design of Earth. We are that generation that has that technology. Our scientists will figure out the design of planet Earth. Sometimes our scientists become complacent. They may need a push in the right direction. Episode 60. The 1972 Blue Marble Image of Earth. The blue marble image of Earth was captured from the probe launched in 1967. In this image, the bottom right was removed from the blue marble image of Earth. Then we placed it in a separate category. The entire image of the blue marble planet is knowledge, information that your scientists wish they could understand. We have outlined the two main characters with a red circle. To the left of the image, you will notice a blue image of a serpent. The serpent appears to be facing the man dressed in blue, with a X marked across his face. This image of the man with the X across his face is the top half of the person. He is positioned on a 45-degree angle to the left. He is wearing a white lapel with a blue jacket. When me and my team began to study the planet in the 80s, it would take us another decade to find this person sewn into the outside of the planet. You do not need to be a Harvard scholar to understand what is obvious. It is an image of a person with a X across his face. You do not have to investigate this image for a year to understand what is. Inside your planet are thousands of stories embedded into the design itself. It is in some ways like a book. So with any book, there is a cover. The outside of planet Earth from one end to the other end is all information. This type of information has no empty space. All the data is continuous. Images of people are sewn into the entire outside of the planet. So if you rotate the planet, you will still find an image of a person. Now me and my team has decided to give you the facts that just maybe are being held from you. We all are born inside the prophecy. This is a fact. Only the person who can see the truth about the design of your planet can without a doubt tell you this. The data coming in from James Webb and Hubble in fact backs this up. You deserve to know the truth. On the cover of your planet you have the serpent, the man, and the X across his face. Your planet is telling you what's to come. The data is sewn into the design of the planet. If you can understand what you are actually looking at, then need I say any more? Last I know, the should be AE. Well, it is just a bit too late.